Here is fuck you.
Oof.
Language. You are way out of line, young lady.
Language? Jim Appel don't give a shit.
You've got a smart mouth, don't you?
I don't think I'm smart. I just think you're
I
stupid.
think I lost it.
Because, obviously.
Hey, watch your... I can crap bigger than you, got it?
Then I hope you're a better plumber than you are a mechanic.
Your mother... You're breaking her heart.
Leave Mom out of this. This is about you and me and you being an asshole.
I was in the army. You
Welcome back.
respect me.
You're not my father.
What?
You're not even on the same planet as my father.
How did he win?
That's enough. I won't stand for your disrespectful mouth. Regard for authority unites us.
I do understand how Chloe
Dignity.
feels, though.
We are better united than divided. Joyce, your mother, she's hurting, Chloe. Hurting for you. You've had it rough, no doubt about it. But all this staying out late, ignoring her command, drinking, drug use, it's making everything harder for her. You need to shape up, get your act together, and put someone else first for a damn change. Am I making myself clear?
Is it crazy if part of what David's saying makes sense to me?
You don't know how lucky you are to have a mother like Joyce. She's an amazing woman. Coddles you, it's true, but it's only because she loves you. Problem is, you don't learn discipline that way. Give me one chance to show her how things could be, and you'll be singing a different tune. Mark my words.
I do understand why Chloe is acting like this, though. Like, this is a very confusing time for her. And the fact that she also lost her dad, it's such a big thing. Like, it's something hard to accept, especially when you're young.
I just called to tell you.
She needs a better father figure, and not someone like David that doesn't treat her properly.
What
Hate that you let him win. Yeah, I hate it too. Forgot about the choices there.
This isn't right.
No.
I know what a spark plug does, jerkwad. If Mom were here, she'd tell him to turn that junk off. Dad, turn it up.
Picking up my lover from the grocery store.
Oh, this is such a painful scene. Like, I felt that in my heart. It was like a stab to the heart. Exactly, loss isn't... It's something that you don't actually get to easily recover from.
Hey,
The hell?
out of the car, Chloe. You're gonna be late.
Not to mention, like, how Chloe is young. Much harder.
Whatever.
You're welcome.
Hello, Black Hell.
We're here again. I guess so, yeah.
Hey, Chloe.
Oh, hey, Elliot.
I heard you had a hell of a night. I mean, people are talking about it.
Who exactly is talking shit about me?
You know, haters on social media.
Great. I wish I could tell everyone to just get a life.
So, how about the Tempest? Blackwell Theater at its most pretentious.
Yeah, totally.
I know it's gonna be lame, but I was thinking, do you
Elliot
wanna
is
go
like the
together tomorrow?
Warren of Chloe.
No way.
Rejected.
I'd rather have my eyes gouged out with rusted forks.
Yeah, right.
Oh.
I guess.
All right.
Oh my
you
god.
can.
I can
Yeah,
only imagine how
sure.
he feels. What a
Gotta
simp.
track down Steph to pick up my DVD. I've still got time before class.
Meh. Well, at least not for now.
How could I possibly make it through a day in this place without a little chemical assistance?
Nathan in tights. Can't unsee.
Oh, I think Steph is in True Colors. I've seen her in the trailer. It's amazing how like they also include the people from the other games and the games that are supposedly not connected to this storyline. Just like how in Life is Strange 2, I don't know if I should say it, but someone was there. That man isn't a good looking guy. I mean, yeah, he's not that good looking. Honestly, I feel like Warren even looks better than him, if we're being honest.
Ugh, Victoria Chase. I'd rather vomit razor blades than talk to her.
Oh, Carrie Price.
It's Chloe.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I'm just
that
teasing.
and
People have been taking me so
also
seriously since I
someone,
won Lincoln's Young Artist Award for my photography.
the
You don't
person
say.
who had their
Between that and the
picture.
Vortex Club, it's hard to keep people from putting me up on a pedestal or whatever. But you know all about that. What with Rachel Amber? Am I right?
Wait. What about Rachel Amber?
Rachel posted a slamming selfie of you two having the time of your lives. Do tell.
We murdered a man.
It was a pretty normal night for us. A little music, a little dancing. We murdered a guy.
You are so funny. Oh, seriously though. I didn't realize
I don't want
you
to
and
say it
Rachel were
because,
such
like,
BFFs.
there might be people
We're really
who
not.
would
So
come across
what's she
this
into?
stream
You know, what's her
that
thing? Is it
haven't
drugs?
actually
I'm not
played
judging or
through
anything.
the
I
games.
figure if she's hanging out with you, she must be into some effed up shit. You know?
Seriously, I don't know why you're talking to me about Rachel.
Oh, everybody loves her. Little Miss Perfect.
So you're jealous of Rachel Amber. That's what's happening right now. Gotcha.
Oh, God, I don't have time for this. I didn't even finish the chemistry assignment, and you're being you. Ugh.
Let's just walk away.
Why would Rachel Amber ever hang out with Carrie Price?
It's Chloe.
Yeah, Frank is a drug dealer.
Need my... Huh. Weirdly, that makes me interested in walking on the stage.
It's just like when there's like a sign that says don't press the red button. It's like you're more inclined to actually press the red button.
I should probably be getting to class, but I just don't care.
Yeah, this stage scene is so fun.
Last
I
night
think that
really
was
happened?
like
The internet
one of
says
the
it
most
did,
iconic moments in
but
this
I
game.
still can't believe it. Rachel Amber. The drama star, honor student, popular princess of Blackwell swoops in like Batman to save my ass and thrash to Firewalk? Either that was a dream or real life just got a shit ton crazier.
Principal Wells. Hey.
Miss Price, the sign clearly says do not walk on the stage. Such disregard for your fellow students' efforts won't alleviate your record of major infractions.
I swear to you, I did not walk on that stage. It was more of a saunter.
Yeah.
Do I look amused to you?
I don't know. I've only seen you with one expression. That's the one.
Perhaps you will find me less amusing if I mention the various allegations I've been hearing about your drug use. You know Blackwell has a zero-tolerance policy. Do I have to initiate a search of your person in order to establish the veracity of these allegations, Miss Price? That's what I thought. I'll look forward to seeing you in my office after school today. How does that sound?
All right, sir. I'll see you after school.
I'll count the minutes.
That guy's a tool.
You see, I don't understand why we're not allowed to walk on the stage. Like, it's gonna get walked on anyway, eventually. You started liking Shakespeare after the stage scene. You learn to appreciate plays
Steph and
more.
Mikey normally post up somewhere quiet in the courtyard. Steph Gingrich and Mikey North, Blackwell's premier.
I remember you
orchids.
can play here.
Steph has created something of a business selling pirated DVDs to other students.
No, Chloe. Class is back the other way.
Evan.
Ah, Evan. Amazing photographer, but such a bleeding heart. What soapbox is he on today?
Chloe, I'd like to talk to you about wildfire awareness and prevention.
Good morning to you too, Evan.
According to the Department of Forestry, over 90% of this season's fires were caused by humans. That's a record high and completely preventable.
Who says we should prevent fire? Fire is awesome.
While I realize you're being purposefully obstructive, you raise a good point. Many parts of our local ecosystem benefit from fire. Knobcone pine cones, for example, which require temperatures above 350 degrees to open.
I never thought of Evan as the
Staying
type
out
of
gonna
person to
get.
be like this.
No.
I feel like he
This
just
is for
doesn't really
college,
look
right? I don't believe you actually
like he
care
would.
about this.
My interest in fire prevention is completely sincere. Besides, I intend to get into college on the strength of my photography alone. Do you think Rachel Amber would be willing to pose for my portfolio? She's so artistic. I bet she would be a dream model. What do you think?
I guess. I gotta run.
Wait, one last thing. Will you sign my petition to have a fire safety assembly at school?
Sure. I love assemblies. Some of the best naps of my life.
Wow, thanks. I did not see that coming. You being, you know, interested in complicated issues, helping out with the public.
Do you want me to change my mind?
No.
How seriously am I taking this right now?
Happy to support such an important cause.
Blackwell Academy, home of tomorrow's leaders.
I like how the three of them go so
Thanks
well
so
together.
much for signing my petition. Evan is an ass clown.
Aw, don't be so hard on yourself.
Aw. I low-key feel bad for Evan. Yeah, I think that means she did survive the storm.
If I had known the Celestial Avenger was bloodied, I would have totally given him a
Unless
pussy.
they went
It was a
with the
skill challenge.
timeline
I'm sure it
wherein
wouldn't have worked.
Chloe was
Skill challenge?
sacrificed. I don't
It's
know.
part of the tabletop game we play.
You wouldn't understand.
Give me a break, nerds. I've heard of tabletop games.
Cool.
Got my DVD?
One Blade Runner.
His face looked so sad. I felt bad.
Sweet.
But there's no
$5,
rewind
right?
here.
Keep it. I'm just glad someone here appreciates the classics. You even asked for the director's cut, which took out the shitty voiceover and replaced it with a sweet dream sequence.
Dream life over real life. That's my motto.
Right on.
Hey, do you know if Rachel's a gamer?
Rachel Amber? You're asking me?
Didn't you two go out last night, or was it just like a friend thing?
Why do you want to know?
Steph has a crush.
Chloe, you should join her game.
Yeah. I don't have 50 hours right now. Thanks, though.
We're at the end of the campaign, so it'll only take like 20 minutes. What else have you got to do before class?
What the hell? Game on, nerds.
Here's a character sheet. You are an elf barbarian.
Why is that funny?
Are you insulting me in some obscure nerd way?
Think about it. An elf? Like skinny and kind of weird, but also a barbarian, so like really angry.
In
Why
other
is that
words,
funny?
Chloe Price.
Wow, you two are a riot.
All right, let's get started. You are both famous heroes in the Kingdom of Avernon, a once peaceful land, now laid to waste by the bloodthirsty raiders of the Black Well. Alone, you have fought your way through the raider camps, seeking their warlord leader, Durgaron, the Unscarred. As you enter the final camp, bloodied and weary, you see your fellow hero approaching from the opposite direction.
I raise my staff to you in greeting. I am Elamon, Wizard of the Third Circle, foremost advisor to King Tiberius, and sworn defender of Avernon.
Introduce your character.
Yeah, okay. I'm an elf
I
barbarian.
can relate
named-
to Chloe here. I'm not good at roleplay. Calamastia.
Calamastia.
super into it.
Not bad.
The two heroes.
Hold on. Elamon narrows his eyes at the elf in front of him and says, I am here to defeat Durgaron, the Unscarred. In the name of King Tiberius, what makes you think you are worthy to fight alongside me?
I once made a man kebab.
I once stabbed a guy in the chest with a sword, and it went all the way through and killed the guy behind him too. True story.
His face.
You stand at a three-way crossing. To your left, the Raiders' training ground. To your right,
It's so
their prison
funny.
camp.
Their
Straight
expressions
ahead,
are
an
so
enormous,
funny.
ostentatious tent that could only belong to Durgaron, the Unscarred. Which way do you go?
Straight ahead, right? We're supposed to kill the dude.
Dude.
Elamon frowns. The Raiders could have some good loot at the training ground, and surely it is our duty to free all those prisoners.
Your choice, newbie. Where do you wish to go?
They kept Steph's personality in true colors? I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't seen it. Okay, thank you so much for dropping by. Hope you have a great day or night, wherever you are. Thanks for dropping by. I hope I see you again soon. What should I call you? Like, I don't know how to pronounce your username. Let's go to the prison camp.
Guess it's time to free some peeps. Let's go to the prison camp.
You behold a field of
Aw.
standing iron cages, each imprisoning a human villager, calling out for you to free them. Only a small, elderly dragonkin is keeping watch. He notices you, and in terror,
Sab,
runs into one of
okay.
the few empty cages
Thank
and
you,
locks
Sab.
himself in.
Hope I see you
poor little
again
guy.
soon.
What's a dragonkin?
Dragonkin are like little dragon people. They're assholes. I bet he has all the keys.
Oh, okay. Hey, shitface! Get out of there!
The dragonkin hops up and down, shaking his ring of keys at you. He shouts in a strange language. Whatever he's saying,
Bye.
probably isn't
Take
flattering.
care.
Got any useful spells in that robe of yours?
Nothing that wouldn't blow up the cage and everything in it.
Why would I intimidate them? Like, we're just vibing here. Let's tempt with bread.
Apparently, I have bread. I try to tempt the little bastard out with it.
I have bread
He sticks out
too.
his tongue, finding your
A bread
offering
loaf.
disgusting.
Ugh.
She's sleeping though.
It says here I can pick locks. Can I do that?
Sure. You spent a long time trying to pick the lock.
I like
but don't
how you can
accomplish
see
anything.
like her note on
The
her
dragonkin makes an
hand,
obscene
like on her
gesture
palm.
at what you can only assume are his genitals.
Shit.
LOL.
Intimidate. That's a skill I have. Can I do that? I want the little bastard to shit his pants.
You can try. What do you say?
Listen up, you little lizard.
Unfortunately, he doesn't speak common, which means he
I
can't.
cast communication on the dragonkin.
Shit. Really?
Now he can understand every word you say.
Time to work some real magic.
So this is called a skill challenge, where you try to use.
Oh, I know what this is. I grab the bars of the cage and lean in, nice and close.
He steps back, his scaly skin quivering in fear. What do you say?
I wiggle my hand. Hey, dragonkin guy. Want to become my meat puppet?
Meat
How it
puppet.
works is I shove my arm up your ass into your head, and then I can control your mouth from the inside to say things.
He doesn't seem to like that idea.
Neither do I.
The dragonkin.
They look
pleads
so
with you.
intimidated.
Please don't harm me, tall one. But I cannot give you key. Durgaron much taller and meaner than you.
You're short, I say. But you can always get shorter. Give me the key, or I'll chop off your legs and beat you to death with them.
The dragonkin cowers before you, looking left and right. He opens his jaws, and you think he's about to yell for help.
I interrupt his yell by shoving my axe into the cage, pinning his head to the bars without hurting him. Then I say the following.
This is going to be good.
Here's what's up. I'm going to carve the skin from your bones. Then I'm going to turn your skin into a little leather handbag that I'll shove your skinless body into so I can carry it around with me wherever I go. That way, the next time some asshat refuses to give me a key I want, I can pull your body out and show them what happens. How does that sound?
Her face.
Wow.
She looks
That
so
was
Nuts. I'm going to give you a +10 bonus to charisma.
She looks so
Go ahead
scared.
and roll. A small pool of urine collects under the elderly dragonkin as, hands trembling, it hands you the keys. Then it dies of fear.
Thanks for the follow,
Yeah.
Logan.
Team.
How are you doing
Why don't we start
today?
unlocking the prisoners?
I'm on it.
As you free them, the prisoners run away from you in fear.
Hello, how
What's
are you
next?
doing? Let's go to the training
Loot
ground.
sounds good. Let's go to the training ground.
Sweet.
Upon arriving at the training ground, you are spotted by a heavy-set orc who immediately shouts and points. There are a dozen raiders on the training field.
Hey,
all of
Vern,
whom
what's
raise their
up?
Weapons and charge.
Finally playing before the
So what do we
storm.
do?
I
Cast
finished
Urgel's acid
the
bomb.
first game last Monday.
Overkill?
It was a 6-hour stream
Conjure
last
up a wave of
Monday
acid
because I
that
did
washes
both
over
4
the
and
charging
5.
orcs. Every raider suddenly starts screaming and writhing in pain.
I'm doing
There's
good,
a sweet
Logan.
and sour kind of smell as the flesh melts
I
off
have
the
been
bones
cleaning
like
all day,
warm
so I'm a bit
candle
tired
wax.
right now
Holy shit.
because my cat
See
made a
why I
huge
haven't really
mess
needed a
all over the
The
room.
heavy-set orc sergeant still
She
remains. He runs
knocked
at you
off one of
swinging
my
a massive
makeup
warhammer.
from
All
the
yours.
ledge, so it spilled all over the floor. I had to clean that up. And she ran around the room, ran to the bathroom, ran around there too. So you can just tell it was a huge mess. That was like the highlight of my day. Like, I literally won't forget about this day because of that. Have you played before? Yes, I did. I played this game before back in 2017. Can't believe that was such a long time ago already. But yeah, I don't really remember like much of the game too, so it also feels kind of fresh to me again. Cat parenting in a nutshell, exactly. Just pure chaos.
Okay, let's end this. Fatal cleave.
You swing your great axe downward with both hands. The orc blinks, then splits open like a hot dog bun.
Fuck yeah! I'm
She
awesome.
still even has like a bit
It's
of the
going well.
stains from the
What about the
makeup
loot?
because she jumped
Well,
into the
as
spill.
training
So I
ground
had to
now
give her a
royal
bath as
pit of
well.
acid,
But she
it's
has
unlikely any loot survived.
a little
Yay.
bit more of the makeup on her back paws. It's just so hard to clean up her back paws because she keeps kicking my hand every time I try to reach for the bottom part of her paws. So yeah, I'll try again tomorrow. I didn't want to stress her out too much because she was already stressed out when I was giving her a bath and just scrubbing off like the makeup. I didn't want to stress her out even more.
My character raises her axe.
Thank you for the hydrate,
Okay for
Small.
ruining all that loot, Elamon.
By my honor.
How's
I
your Uno
apologize.
games going?
Here, take this potion as a gift.
Thanks, dude.
What's next?
I think you guys can hear the water.
It's tent time.
You enter the tent to find Durgaron, warlord of the raiders of the Black Well, sitting comfortably at his throne. He's a huge red-eyed minotaur, swathed in a fine black cloak, gripping a two-handed sword that's easily 6 feet long. His laughter bellows, "Wah ha 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 ha. Your lands
laugh,
and people
though.
are already mine. Your deeds here mean nothing. Your
I'm really
kingdom
excited
was
to
weak.
see Steph
You
in
are weak.
True
What an
Colors.
I got this.
Can't wait for
I
that.
cast Zael's cataclysmic cone of fire.
The fire fizzles out on contact. Durgaron laughs again, holding up his right arm to show off his bracer of fire immunity.
Shit! All of my battle spells are fire-based.
Except for, you know, Acid Blast, which someone used unnecessarily to show
Aw.
off for Chloe.
Well,
Calamastia?
usually when cats do that, when they kill animals and offer it to you, it's like a way of showing like affection to you somehow. My cat does that as well. She would bring like lizards. One time, actually, I was cleaning my room like one morning. I was gonna change the sheets, and I was like reaching for like I was reaching under like my comforter, and then I suddenly feel like something underneath. Like I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like one of my hair ties, because sometimes my hair ties would get like lost under the sheets for some reason. But when I looked under, like it was actually a dead lizard. It was like a half-eaten lizard. I was so like I was disgusted, but at the same time like I was like, it's Alice's offering to me. So I felt like at the same time a bit, you know, I felt flattered because Alice actually, that was the first time that she gave me like an offering. So yeah, but it was still gross because it was a half-eaten lizard. Like it was half of the body, and I actually grazed it. That was gross. You have a Maine Coon. That's cute. Damn. So you had to give her like a good shower after that for sure. Does she like baths? My cat hates baths. But there are some cats that actually enjoy baths. I wish Alice enjoyed baths more. I think it would be fun if she loved swimming.
I want to punch that stupid man cow in the dick.
Man cow.
Right in the dick?
Yes.
Right in the dick.
You miss. Durgaron burst out laughing as you stumble past him.
Asshole.
He gores you in the side with a horn. 8 damage.
Ouch.
Damn it.
What do you do next?
What's Wrathful Rush?
It's like a shoulder slam, an angry shoulder slam.
Okay, I do that.
You scream with wrathful rage, then charge. Durgaron is caught off guard, and he fails to dodge. You slam your shoulder into him, knocking him back and doing some damage.
Hell yeah.
Next.
Holy shit! Annihilation Strike. That sounds boss as fuck.
1?
That's bad, right?
Not for me. As you take your first step, you trip
Oh
on a rock,
no.
collapsing onto the ground in a clangy jumble of metal. Your axe swings wildly to the side. Mikey, roll a reflex save.
Oh no. 3.
Your axe strikes Elamon's leg. Legs. Plural. Severing both feet at the ankles.
This game is awesome.
This game is awesome.
My feet?
Durgaron moves toward the crippled Elmon.
Oh, shit!
I told you this was my best boss.
You didn't tell me my character might die.
Durgaron approaches, stomping his bloody hooves. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
This is all my fault. Sort of. What should I do?
I have no idea what to do. Hey Beagle, did my sound alert not work? That's so weird. I'm sorry you got scammed. Why did it not work? That's so weird. Baths on her terms only, so she's jumped in the pond. I don't think Alice would ever want to do that. Like, I don't think she would actually jump into a pond by herself. She hates water so much. So out of my realm when I was in high school. Was partying. Yeah. Honestly, like I don't really do board games that much either.
Alright, jump in front of Elamon.
Wow. Thanks, Chloe. I mean, thanks, Calamastia.
Okay.
Did it by accident trying to
Durgaron
catch
has now
Ivy.
turned his attention
I
towards
see.
you.
Bring it.
He charges, thrusting madly with his great sword.
Shit!
Oh no.
Your attempt to dodge his thrust fails. Durgaron laughs as he impales you on his blade, lifting you high into the air.
Seriously?
I can't do anything with that stupid bracer. I'm sorry, Chloe.
Hey, I chopped your feet off. We're even.
You feel
Yeah,
your
I think it's
spirit
pretty fun that they
straining away
involved
as
like this
Durgaron
type
lifts
of
you
board
higher
game
into the air.
in the
It
game.
hurts like hell. What do?
Although I never played D&D like in real life at all. Let's swing for his arm.
I bring my axe down onto his arm.
Was
one
that
with
the right decision?
fire bracer thingy.
Oh, brilliant.
You'll have to roll high to hit. You're almost dead.
20.
Fuck
Nice.
yes!
You bring your axe down in a wicked chop, severing his arm completely. His bracer of fire immunity clings to the ground.
I cast Gignomi's
I think
Fire
my
Strike
group of
Flame.
friends
Oh,
in high
Lying on the
school
ground,
was
you
more
conjure a
into
flaming
music
spear, which flies from your hands to spear
because we
Durgaron
had
in the
like a
chest,
band and yeah,
incinerating
we would
him
like jam
completely
together.
from the inside out.
Damn, Elamon.
That was pretty fun, and we
Durgaron is
joined
defeated,
like
but your wounds
a
were
Battle
too
of the Bands event.
I'm
That was
afraid
like the highlight of my
is
high
dead.
school life. We won the
I
event.
actually feel sad right now.
Felt
Better to
really
have
nice.
died
I played
hero
bass
than
and
live as a
did backup
coward.
vocals.
That was fun.
Check out what I drew.
Mikey's got serious drawing skills.
You were the worst orc paladin ever. I don't even know the characters in D&D. I don't
Glad
think
you enjoyed
like
it,
D&D was actually that
I'll
popular.
adventure with you anytime.
Well, I guess
We'll
in
see.
our community in my
Thanks for the
school.
game, nerds.
DVD, check. Next stop, chemistry class. Joy.
I like this feature as well. You can look at the objective literally on Chloe's hand. And you can also see it during cutscenes. I think that's really cool.
What the hell?
What have you got here? Twitch?
Don't call me that.
True north.
What?
Jack's so dumb he makes jocks look bad. Guess Nathan Prescott made the shit list.
Oh, wow. This is some really weird crap, Prescott.
It's funny because they called
Give it back.
Nathan Twitch
I hate
and
that
he's
you're on
wearing
team
a
now.
sweater that looks like
You're
the
such a
color
loser.
of Twitch. You're both losers.
Guys, no need to fight. You can both be losers.
The mute speaks?
The mute? What?
Whoa, whoa! You earn a spot on the squad, Twitch. You don't have your dad try to buy off the coach.
At least my family pays tuition. How much financial aid does your deadbeat dad need again?
Wow. Dick move, Nathan.
My dad lost his job at the shipyard when your dad closed it down. And you want to talk shit to me?
Leave Nathan alone.
You know something, Prescott?
Oh, I forgot
I'm
about
gonna
this
do you a favor.
character. I really
You can't
like
be a part of
her.
the team and be into this
Think
stupid
she's really
crap at the same
cute.
time.
You're a
piece of shit. I am going
Stop
to
it!
kill you.
You guys, stop! Chloe, do something! Don't just stand there watching.
The only way to stop a bully is to be aggressive. I've got to put Drew down.
Back off, idiot.
What the hell did you just say to me?
Back off? As in, go away? No one's interested in your crap.
You're seriously defending Nathan Prescott?
Look at yourself, then look at him. That's hardly fair, don't you think?
Are you crazy? Mind your own business, freak.
What's crazy is that you haven't been held back yet. How is that possible?
You want a piece of this?
A piece of your bromance.
You mean your budding bromance with Nathan? You're clearly into him. Just pull his hair already.
You think this is funny? You think I'm joking here?
If you were going to throw down, you would have already. This clown show is over.
Don't like Nathan, but he still
you
needs
just
to.
laugh?
Yeah.
I did. Chloe just owned you.
Shut the fuck up, fresh meat.
You shut the fuck up.
Oh, Samantha.
She's so cute. Like the way she says
Guess you got lucky this time, Prescott.
all her dialogues.
Had two
Her
girls show up
voice
to
is
save
so
you.
little.
Take your pervy picture book.
Are you okay?
You think I need help?
But I don't like how she's so like
You're
protective of Nathan.
Are
Like
you alright?
Nathan doesn't even care.
Thanks for sticking up for him. People think just because of his family.
Everything okay here?
No problem, Skip.
Security. Yeah, I wouldn't be threatened by Skip too. I think he's a pretty cool guy. If I remember this game correctly. I think Skip and Chloe get along. Man. I bet it's so
Going
hard
to
for
class,
Chloe to
that's
talk
just
about
one
those
more
stuff
excuse for
with
Mom
her
to sick
mom.
David on me.
Oh,
She's
good.
so pretty.
You're here.
Yeah, we saw Victoria earlier. She called us Carrie Price. And Chloe was like, it's Chloe.
I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my father, I have broke your hest to say so.
Good. Admired Miranda, indeed worth what's dearest in the world. Many a lady I have eyed with best regard, and many a time had listened to... many a time the harmony of their tongues hath I listened to.
Hayden,
Oh
you're
no.
killing me. You've had weeks to be off book.
Sorry, Mr. Keaton.
No, don't apologize to me. Apologize to your scene partner who's been very accommodating, and to your other fellow actors, and most of all, to yourself.
Mr. Keaton, sorry to interrupt, but does this look better? I had my mom take it in a bit.
What a terrible actor, yeah.
Rachel
He should
looks
have done
awesome.
some like impromptu
This is
dialogues.
getting as surreal as last night.
I think that would work.
Looking good, Rach.
Very cool.
Exquisite Rachel, as always.
Mr. Keaton, I'm still having trouble with... My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a goodlier man. I mean, does she really mean that?
Especially because I just straight out told her I've been banging all the ladies.
Yeah, that is hard. We've talked about that line forever. We need a fresh perspective.
Uh-oh.
The question is, Are Miranda's feelings of instant passion for Ferdinand just inexperience in dramatic circumstances, or has she actually just met the love of her life? What do you think?
Miranda's an idiot.
Miranda's an idiot because falling in love is stupid. What is she, 12?
Actually, she's about 15, so your point, whoever you are, about being an idiot or being naive, is well taken.
Thanks, Mr. Keaton.
Later.
See you later, guys.
Oh no. I have first period improv with a class full of freshmen now.
I'll just be a minute.
Okay, so why am I here again?
Oh, could you grab my belt for me? I think it's in my bag over there.
She's being asked to get something again.
Sure.
First it was her mom asking to get her
Okay.
purse.
Get the belt. Don't say any stupid shit and don't, like, fall down. Should be doable, right?
This is so out of character for Chloe
now.
to be all
Sharing
nervous.
is caring. To internet or not to internet? I have feelings about this. Most of them are not good feelings. Why do theater kids take themselves so seriously?
I like Dana. Dana's character. I think she's pretty likable, even in the first game.
This
She was
poster
pretty nice to
definitely
Max
says
as well.
something. That's the nicest backpack I've seen in... Rachel looks so
Aw.
happy here. There's Rachel's belt. Guess I'll go give this to Rachel.
Thought
now.
it said corpse. Shakespeare is my
If
homeboy.
I'd known acting meant getting to play with weapons, I totally would have auditioned for the sweet collar, Pepe.
Worst people. Yeah, exactly.
Must be 100 costumes in here. Am I the only student who's not in this show? Sometimes you just gotta turn up the heat. Rachel Amber, drama star and guardian angel. I still can't believe that was her last night.
I wonder how many stuff I already missed, like how many graffitis. Let's put a halo on Rachel. Posture check, thank you. Let me lean back, like on my backrest.
Save my life. Get some ink. Rachel? Is this your belt?
Yes! Thank you.
Let's bring it. Like, I don't want to be rude to throw it. That was a cool costume.
I really liked your costume.
Thanks. So, did you bring flowers for my dressing room?
I guess I owe you.
I'll hold you to that.
It's so weird to me
I'll let you
seeing
finish
Chloe all
changing now.
nervous. It's so out of character for her.
Chloe Price.
Rachel Amber.
Last night was amazing.
I'd never seen Firewalk live. Pretty fierce show.
We'll have to do it again. To tell the truth, I went to bed last night wishing it never had to end. But then I thought, why? Why does it have to end?
Maybe it doesn't have to end.
Exactly. How would you like to join me on a little field trip?
Exactly.
Ditch class? You mean it?
Is that weird?
No, it's awesome.
Let's get the hell out of here.
She's so nervous around Rachel Amber. Oh, they're at the train tracks, just like in the first
You don't wanna
game.
just grab the bus, or?
Nope. If we're gonna go rogue, we're doing it right. Well?
What the hell am I getting into here?
Right?
Where does this thing go?
North? Maybe we'll end up in Seattle.
I feel like they have pretty similar personalities.
Pull up a chair, Price. The view's amazing.
What is he, like my dad or something?
Rachel wants me to pull up a chair. Maybe one of these crates. There's my chair. Thing's heavier than it looks. Guess I should sit down. I see humans, but no humanity. Everybody is somebody, but no one wants to be themselves. Some preachy graffiti up in this train.
Let's put everybody lies. That's like one iconic graffiti that you see a lot in the first game.
Everybody lies. I like that.
Yeah. I feel like Elliot and Warren have the same vibe.
I was supposed to read Huck Finn in English last year. Now I'm living it. Price 1. Twain 0.
They're both simps, that's it.
Guess we're not the first ones to hop on this train. I wonder what the symbols mean. Whoa, Nathan's dad is a Terminator? That totally checks out. I feel pretty confident there's going to be a dead body in here.
This scene also kind of reminds me of Life is Strange 2.
It's great. All right, Chloe. You're on a freaking train with Rachel freaking Amber. Play it cool.
Hilarious description. It's pretty accurate though.
Is that what this feeling is?
I think he described it pretty well.
So I could ask. Should I make small talk? Is that what people do?
let's say, nice weather, because I know she's feeling a bit awkward.
It's nice Rachel we're having.
Oops. Rachel.
I mean, weather. It's nice weather.
It sure is. So, it's kind of weird that we're hanging out.
You mean because I don't hang out with anyone and I don't have any friends?
You have friends.
Well, I used to. Friend. Singular. Her name was Max, but she left for greener, more northern pastures.
That sucks.
She really feels bad about Max moving away.
I bet you're wondering what we're doing.
The thought occurred, yeah.
Well, I wanted some company.
That's it?
That's it.
Good to fucking go. Anything beats another second in Blackwell.
You really hate it there, don't you?
You don't? Right. What reason would Rachel Amber have for hating Blackwell Academy? Your high school royalty.
You don't know me. Yet. Let's do something fun.
V-card's been punched, Rachel. I'm sorry.
Wow.
Too far.
Well, I don't know.
She's getting closer.
Okay. Something fun. I'm all ears.
2 truths and a lie.
What?
I think we should play 2 truths and a lie. It's a game where each person offers up 3 facts about themselves, 2 of which are the truth, and 1 of which is
a lie.
Right. And then the other person has to guess which is which.
Sounds fun. Let's do
Sounds
it.
fun. You're on.
They're both getting closer. Feel bad for Chloe, can relate in a way.
I'll start. First, I'm ambidextrous.
Oh no.
Second, I was born in New York, the land of fashion and Broadway, to which I will one day return when my heinous exile here in Arcadia Bay comes to an end.
New York, huh? I've never been.
I feel bad.
Not yet, at least.
I'm sorry about that,
If you could travel
Logan.
anywhere, where would you go? Russia, Greece, Kathmandu?
Kathmandu?
One day, I'm going to climb Everest.
And I thought moving away from Arcadia Bay was ambitious. What's your third thing?
My third thing?
2 truths and a lie. You say 3 things.
Right. I'm a Leo. Meow.
Okay, so ambidextrous, born in New York, and a Leo. Gotcha.
So, which is the lie?
The New York thing? I don't know.
You seem more like a Cali girl to me.
Damn, Bryce, not bad. Long Beach, in fact. West Coast is the best coast.
I've only ever lived in Oregon, so nothing to compare
I
it to.
haven't been to the West Coast, but I have been
Then we'll have
to
to change that one day.
New York.
Okay, your turn, Bryce.
First fact. Right. Something about myself. Should I start things off with a lie or with the truth? Or should I cheat? Let's see how good she really is at this game.
Let's start with a truth.
I used to want to be a pirate when I grow up. I kinda still do.
Arr.
I'm secretly the lead guitarist of an all-girl Misfits cover band called the Misfits.
Impressive.
I love science. Seriously, I think Neil deGrasse Tyson is the shit.
Huh. You're hella mysterious, Chloe Price.
Hella?
It would be funny if she would react to the writing on her
Anyway,
hand.
I think I
It says
have your
take a
number.
seat.
Of course you wanted to be a pirate. Sail the open seas.
Buckle swash.
Haven't been to
treasure.
Cali.
Did I mention my love of
Although I do
seaweed?
want to go there.
So, pirate. Obviously true.
Like you said. Arr.
Okay. You say you love science, but you are failing chemistry.
You're saying failing chemistry means I hate science?
Or that Blackwell doesn't inspire your best work.
That place is a hellhole filled with shit, where shitty people go to be shitty to each other and themselves.
Tell me how you really feel, though. Anyway, school sucks, but you love science. I'm gonna say true. So, let's talk about this lead guitarist business.
The business of show.
As much as I'd love to be a groupie to your all-girl cover band, the Misfits.
Man, she's good.
I'm gonna have to call Lyra.
I don't know if there was actually a way to make her not actually
You don't think I can rock?
guess
On the
correctly.
contrary, you absolutely rock. The problem is, your hand is smooth. No calluses. You don't play guitar. Pity, too.
The
You work hard on
calluses
stage.
are for real. I don't think there's ever been a day that my
If my math is
fingers
correct, you told
were
me
free
2
of
truths and
calluses.
1 lie.
What? You expected me to cheat?
Winners make their own rules, Chloe.
You are crazy good at this game.
A lifetime of studying the human condition.
Don't come to Fresno. Oh no.
No, I mean you're really good at this game. It's kind of creepy.
I have a hard time imagining what creeps Chloe Price out. When your dad is the district attorney, I guess lying is something you're used to.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I know who to call if I need to get out of a ticket then.
I do want to do a tour around the West
Car
Coast
first,
though.
Embarrassing number of movie
'Cause,
violations second.
I've done that
trusting me.
with the East Coast. Well,
Trusting
not
you?
You
completely
played the
like
game.
all of East
And
Coast,
not
but
everyone would admit to wanting to be a pirate.
yeah, pretty much
But
started
eye
from
patches are
New
so
York,
cool.
then
And
made
rum
my
is
way
delicious.
up to
I
Canada.
guess. You opened up a lot. That's all.
It's not a big deal.
It was fun.
Hate to break it to you, but Chloe Price is not exactly renowned throughout Arcadia Bay as a bastion of trust and empathy.
Trust doesn't exactly come easy to me. Maybe if you'd had my life, you'd understand.
No, I get that.
On the other hand, I got on this train with you, didn't I?
Fair point.
Yeah, I really wish that we could travel again safely soon.
Wouldn't
But
mind
yeah,
listening to some music.
the virus is still pretty much kicking, alive and kicking right now. And not to mention like the other variants that have been coming out.
Hey, wanna listen?
Oh, I love this song. This is my favorite song from this soundtrack. It sounds like the type of music I used to listen to in high school.
Now the start is in sight. Now history sides with the common man. Are you one of us? Are you one of us?
Like, I really like how it starts off pretty quiet and then it has this like part with the distorted guitars and the added riffs. Sounds really cool to me. And the way that the drums are pretty quiet as well. They're doing like rim shot type drum. It would be nice to travel again. Exactly. I hope we get to travel again soon. I also do want to go to Europe. That's also another place that I would like to tour. Where have I been? Been to New York, New Jersey, DC, Boston. Yeah, the states going up to Canada. I've been there. Then I've also been to Montreal in Canada.
Just Arcadia Bay. Maybe one day I'll go back to Long Beach. Or anywhere but here. Maybe sooner than later.
I don't remember if it was... I think I did go to Toronto. I've also been to Quebec. Yeah, pretty much did like a tour of like the residing cities in the East Coast. And then I've also been to Hong Kong. I think that was the first place I've been to like out of the country. Then yeah, I think that's it really outside our country. But we do travel a lot here around the Philippines.
Me too. Arcadia Bay can suck a bag of dicks.
Sometimes.
But yeah, the next
I've got no reason to
destination hopefully is Europe or West Coast.
One day, I'm just out of here.
Let me know if you need an accomplice.
Check it out. We're here.
What? Where is here?
Jump and find out.
I also do want to go to Japan.
Jump.
I do have some relatives living in Japan as well.
Fuck it.
I hate how COVID... Exactly. I hate how COVID messed things up. Like, I remember when COVID started, like, early 2020. And that time I was just... Because I graduated college in 2019. Then I reviewed for the board exams for a while. But I ended up not taking it because I didn't make it to the application. So I ended up just working. And during the time that COVID was starting, like we already had like a bunch of news that other countries got the virus and all that. I already had a job, had a pretty cool routine. Like I had a lot of fun with the job I had. I was working as an English teacher for Korean students. Then, yeah, pretty much that was cut short because we had to go on lockdown in March. Because that was like when the cases here spiked up. And yeah, it just ruined it.
It's actually a pretty nice view. Glad you approve. And as your reward for making it up here, I have a new game for us to play. Another one? I like games. Deal with it. This is one I learned in theater class. It's all about improvisation.
So far, what I've learned about you is that you're into acting, lying, and playing games.
What's your point?
That you're either full
You've
of
been to
imagination
Florida, Nevada, and Arizona. I've heard good things about Arizona.
Let me know when
I
you
do want to
figure out
go
which
there
one.
as well.
This
I feel like
game
they have
involves
similar
spying on people from afar.
climate to us.
3-week
Like, I mean, in terms of temperature.
Right here. Let's fire it up.
It's pretty warm there too, I think. Japan is crazy expensive, yeah. Oh, that sucks.
That blows.
Well, shit.
What did you want to
How was my
take?
last quarter?
Like, what course did you want to take up in college?
Quarterless.
Damn.
Hey, maybe I can MacGyver something up. I've been told I'm pretty handy.
40 degrees Celsius. Honestly, that's even warmer compared to Philippine temperature. I feel like 40 degrees is like
Rachel
a
really
really
wants to
hot
use
day
this
here in the
viewfinder.
Philippines.
I'd love to get it working
Usually
for
it's
her.
just around like 27. Well, in Manila, since I'm in Manila, but there are also some places here that are pretty warm. I think in the north side of the Philippines.
Rachel's quarter is still trapped in there. waiting
Computer
to set free.
science. Yeah, honestly, that was also one of my choices, but I took up psychology.
Huh. Looks like I might be able to pry it open with the right
I
tool.
wanted to, or originally I wanted to take up like an arts course. Like I wanted to take up multimedia arts, but the school that I wanted to go to was pretty far from where I am, and I guess it wasn't that like convenient if I would have to like travel back home and then, you know. And I wasn't really like allowed to have a dorm of
Got a
my
knife on you?
own.
A knife?
Like
Yeah.
my family didn't want me to
My mom
have a
took mine.
dorm because I was pretty young when I
no.
started going to
How
college.
about a nail file?
I was 15.
I
Well,
guess you could
15
stab
going
someone
on
with a nail file.
16 when I entered college.
Oh, right.
Sure, let's try it.
That would be so annoying to receive all of these notifications. Jesus. Yeah, but I don't think that's possible anymore here because
Neato.
our batch was the last batch that didn't follow the, I guess, standard education system where there's like 7th grade, 8th grade. We only had up to 6th grade, and we only had 4 years of high school. So, you know, it was pretty short, like the academic years. So I was able to finish high school early. And not to mention, I also started going to school pretty early. Like, I think I was about 2 years
This whole
old.
day is out of order.
Like,
But in
my
the
mom
best
and dad
possible way.
let me go to school pretty
The
early.
lonely oak looks lonely. Guess even trees have outcasts.
But yeah, I think nowadays, like, people would enter college at 18 as well.
Totally gonna get you that quarter. Love the confidence. Would love a quarter even more.
Dwight Mueller really killed it with this statue of an explorer guy. Where are all my explorer ladies at, though? Probably at home, washing laundry and spitting out kids. Fuck you, Dwight.
Spitting
If
out
Max were here,
kids.
she'd probably take a black and white photograph and call it Innocence Lost, or some shit.
If this was Max, she would take a picture of these squirrels.
I guess nature doesn't quite provide.
Get out of here, woodland creatures. Have some self-respect.
Yuck. Cliche much, AW and OL?
Alright, Logan, thanks for dropping by and hanging out. Hope to see you again. Take care.
You've been on me for 3 hours.
Whoa, that's badass. Yep, it's official. I'm learning way more ditching school than I ever do in class.
The raven is to be respected, never trusted.
There's gotta be something freeing about being able to build your home wherever you are, from whatever is around you.
True.
If you're going to argue in public,
You
at
gotta
least
give it
have
to
the
the
decency
birds,
make
you
it about
know.
something interesting.
Crazy how they can create homes like that.
Hey, spare some change?
Sorry, we might have some leftover food when we're done.
What? No, I'm not. What kind of food?
This place has really gone downhill.
Shh. She's right there.
Jesus, these people are rude.
My hierarchy of needs goes pot, then beer, then wine. Still, wino has a classy ring to it. What's worse than groveling for change? Groveling for change and failing. I wonder if I could use this to get the quarter out. Stealing a dedication plate takes persistence.
Uh-oh, I ran out of battery. Just gotta replace it. Let's read Mikey's text. Did I put the right battery? Yeah.
This trash can is in pretty high demand. Bye, you fools. This Blackwell guy sure liked founding stuff that was already there. Founders keepers, I guess.
People before really liked doing that. Finding stuff that was already there.
Still working on that quarter. Mm-hmm. Prescott power, activate. I don't want to boast, so I'll let you do it for me.
Chloe Price, you are truly the viewfinder whisperer. I stand in awe of your powers.
I suddenly remember GTA.
Rachel smells like jasmine? Is she smelling me right now too? Really should have showered this morning.
Alright, here's the game. You find some people for us to spy on, and then you and I will act out what they're saying and thinking.
That's it? I do that in my head during, like, every class.
See? You're a natural. Let's give it a try.
Hey, what do you say we barbecue some squirrels when we're done here?
God, you just have the best ideas.
Loving this guy. What's he thinking right now?
No matter how fast I go, I'll never outwalk this wedgie.
That's so tragic, but also beautiful in its own way. What's going on with these two?
Child
And
sacrifice.
the Lord saith, "Thou shalt make a burnt offering of your firstborn son."
Who are you talking to, Dad?
No one, son. Now, lean into the grill and see if the fire started. Further. Further.
Wow, that was dark. Too dark? Perfect dark.
Sweet beanie.
What do you suppose she's thinking?
Nature's Wi-Fi sucks.
Maybe there's a squirrel family around here with broadband.
If only I can guess their password.
We love nuts, 69.
Dingoes ate our babies, 13.
Too soon.
This is fun. Who's next?
Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hog the viewfinder. Ooh, jackpot. Commence makeout session in 3, 2, 1. Nailed it. Damn, they are really going at it.
Oh, honey. I think we used the vibrating bed for too long. I'm totally seeing double.
Rachel?
Hey, are you alright?
What are we doing?
Excuse me?
Last I checked, you're supposed to be Chloe Price. Yet we've been ditching now for hours, and we haven't even gotten wasted yet.
It's
That's
weird how
got
she
to be against some
suddenly
school ditching rule.
went like this.
Hell yeah. The honor student wants to show the school delinquent at a party? Be my guest.
How gracious of you.
Chloe's all like, what is her deal?
They have a bottle of wine.
Let's steal it.
Okay. Or we could go try to find a liquor store instead.
No. You shouldn't bring alcohol to a public park if you're not willing to share it with everybody, right? And fuck it, I just want to take something that's not mine. All right, I'm going in. Try to keep up.
Can we help you? Oh my god!
Her face, like, when she's...
Holy shit.
When she
Talk about
started,
into a
like,
performance.
faking it.
Better act fast. And the
What do we
Oscar
do?
for Best Distraction
Check her
of
pulse?
wine-toting
Didn't you used to
pickers
be a
goes to
lifeguard? Give
Rachel
her
Amber.
CPR.
Better play my
years ago.
supporting role
Think
and
I
grab the wine
remember?
How to
fast.
save someone's life? Yeah, I guess I'd remember something like that.
So then you
There
do
it
it.
is.
Don't yell at
Time
me.
to snatch and run.
Oh my god, just grab it already.
Oh, thank God.
If she wasn't
this
moving
girl is in
so
trouble.
slowly,
Go
she
get
could have
help.
already stolen it.
I need to get these two to focus on Rachel so I can swipe the wine.
What are you waiting for? Go!
Don't look at me. Look at Baywatch over here. I don't remember how to do CPR. Wah. It's time to nut up or shut up.
Watch out. I'm going to
Is
check
this
her pulse.
Zombieland?
That's on her neck, right?
I still think you should go get help. There's a ranger station on the other side of the park.
Good point. We'll keep watch while you go.
Look at all the time we've wasted already. This woman needs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Stat. No. Yep. Definitely needs mouth-to-mouth.
Okay. Okay. You can do this. I can't do it.
Pathetic. Look, he's clearly useless. This woman needs help from someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Hey, look at me. Do you want to be locked out of the car of life forever? Or are you ready to break in there and seize the keys to your potential?
Oh my God. You're right.
Hey, wow. I'm all better now. You saved my life. From the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Yeah. Good work, everyone. Peace out.
That was incredible. You're a hero.
Huh. I guess I am.
Here. You earned this. Thanks.
I wonder what kind of wine that is.
I could use a drink after trying to keep up with you. I am excessively sober right now. Right. Okay. Guess we're leaving now.
remember the
Ooh, whoa.
scene in the
Hey,
first
check this
game
out.
with Max.
What?
It's a junkyard.
Great. It's a pile of trash. Yeah. An awesome pile of trash. Let's explore. You have fun, Chloe. I'm gonna go sit down. Rachel's been acting kind of standoffish ever since we left the park. What's her deal? I've heard that actors are moody, but wow, Rachel. I'm not moody. I just need some space. Is that alright with you? Okay. Actually, no. I thought we were having a great day together. Why are you acting like this all of a sudden? I'm not acting like anything. I just want to be left alone right now. No. I don't understand. You can't just turn on me for no reason. I'm sorry, turn on you? I guess I forgot. It's always about how you feel, isn't it? Sad Chloe's fucking sad again. Maybe you should try giving a shit about other people for once. Are you serious right now? Fuck! Okay. I still have no idea what's going on with Rachel, but apparently she gets smashy when she's angry. I can work with that.
What did you miss? Well,
Sure.
not much really. Chloe and Rachel just spent time together at the park, then stole a bottle of wine from like a couple hanging out there. And now we're at the junkyard where they usually hang out in. And I think it's familiar because this is in the first game as well. This is a very iconic area, I guess.
Here. If you really want to
Are you at work right now, Legal?
I asked you to leave me alone.
I see.
Are you kidding me? I know you're the school
It's good
princess
that
and
you're
all, with the D.O.
allowed
daddy
to
and
work
the perfect
remotely.
grades and all the perfect little Victoria chases kissing your perfect ass. But seriously, fuck you. Great. I'm leaving. See you around, Chloe. You can't leave! Watch me. Rachel, wait! Don't go. Why not? Because I don't want to ruin this the way I ruin everything else in my life. And what is this exactly?
I think it would be too forward if she said something more.
Real friendship. Oh. Is that all? I mean, I don't know.
Because they literally just hung
Yeah.
out like
But I want to
today.
find out. I thought Chloe Price doesn't need friends. I thought so too. Before today. I guess it's easier to be alone if you decide it's a choice. I'm sorry for whatever I did or didn't do. Today was the best day I've had since my dad died. And I screwed it up somehow. Like I screw everything up, because I'm a fucking screw up. Chloe, please. I don't want to be alone anymore.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Chloe. I can't say why, and I know it isn't fair. But I can't be your friend right now. Can't or don't want to. Does it matter? I'm really sorry. Goodbye, Chloe.
What a pretty dramatic first hangout. Imagine hanging out with someone for the first time and then they're suddenly like all dramatic like that. Right?
This place. Ugh!
Smash. Not gonna lie, I think this looks pretty fun. To just break everything.
Fake and hollow. Who else do I know who fits that description? Fuck off, Rachel.
She already like hates her.
I've never
for
understood
that.
your hard-on for camera smacks. You take a million pictures
I think
of
they
us,
have places
one
that
of
you
them
can.
shows
Yeah, I think they do too. I haven't been to one though. I know there's a place here too where you can break plates, like throw them. I guess it's great anger management therapy.
If you want to rip a family apart from the inside, it's important to bring the proper tools. Fuck you, David.
I mean, I can't blame them, I guess. They're still pretty young. Like, I think Rachel is 15 in this game.
Dad.
I guess that explains why they're a bit dramatic and all. Very emotion driven or something. Oh no, she saw her dad's car. That would break me if I were in Chloe's shoes. Smash. She does enjoy smashing. You know how there are like 4 different options and all of them say smash? One of them is not like the others.
I just called to tell you that I miss you, my old friend.
Why are you crying, sweetheart?
This is so creepy, this scene here.
Because you're not real.
I'm not.
What is going on? What's past is prologue and shit.
Kiddo, look on the bright side, would ya?
What bright side?
You made a new friend today.
Made a new friend, but she said goodbye anyway.
Hey, where's my marker? I guess I did that?
Gotta say, that was some fight. She nearly took your head off.
What do you care?
Sorry, sweetheart. I guess I'm getting into your personal business.
Oh, there it is.
Sometimes people need you, though. Even when
Look
they
how she's
don't
staring at her. It's so creepy. Her eyes are like wide open. The eyes. It's like she's staring straight into your soul.
Rachel!
I swear, every time that truck crashes like into the car, my heart feels like it gets stabbed or something. Yeah, pretty depressing. I guess Chloe's story is a lot to take in. Sometimes.
You came. I'm glad.
Are you sure about that? I got kind of a different message this afternoon.
Yeah. Chloe, I want to talk to you about something, but I don't know how to talk about this.
You don't have to tell me anything you don't want to.
You remember that guy that we saw under this tree with that woman?
The ones who were making out?
That was my dad.
Oh. All right.
And that woman was definitely not my mom.
Oh.
The worst part is, I'm not surprised. I felt like my dad's been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was. So when I saw he got a text from an unknown number asking him to meet, I thought I could catch him or something.
I'm so sorry, Rachel. I don't know what to say.
Neither do I. Chloe, I love my dad. I love him. And I never want to see his fucking face again.
When my dad died, I was so mad at him. For months, I felt wrong because half the time I thought of him, I wanted to scream. And the other half, I forgot.
Forgot that anything had changed. It's silly, but I've carried this photo around with me for years. It's from Mount Hood. My dad took me hiking there when I was 10, and it started raining, and I fell and broke my arm 3 miles from the car. I remember screaming like I was gonna die, but my dad, he carried me down the mountain. I still remember the smell of his coat, and how calm he was, and the sound of his voice, and he was just so strong, you know? I felt safe.
You trusted him.
Completely.
Here.
Chloe, I owe you an apology.
Hey, we were both kind of the queen of shitty.
No, I mean it. Whatever's going on between us, it's intense and new and awesome, and maybe you just see it as a friendship. I don't know. But I put you on the spot, and I could have handled that better. I'm sorry.
Rachel, after the day you've had, it's okay. I mean it. We have all the time in the world to figure out whatever this is.
I just want you to know I'm lucky that you were with me today. You're a badass, Chloe Price.
What?
Remember that biker asshole who wouldn't let you into the mill? You talked your way right past him.
You saw that?
And those skeevy douchebags who followed you upstairs? 2 against 1. But you wouldn't take any shit from them.
I'd be dead if you hadn't thrown that bottle.
You inspired me. What about Drew? When he was picking on Nathan? You got right in his face and called him out.
That was pretty sweet, actually.
See? You're the real thing, Chloe. I don't know anyone like you. Plus, you came along with me, no questions asked.
Well, I don't really need a good reason to ditch school.
I guess tomorrow there'll be hell to pay.
My mom might skip grounding and
just go straight to the death penalty. And my dad will definitely punish me with... Fuck your dad. Fuck him. What I wouldn't give to leave this place and never look back. What's stopping us? Us? Are you serious? There's nothing keeping me here. Not anymore. So, if I came to you tomorrow and told you to pack your bags... I'm serious. Let's do it, Chloe. Let's leave this place forever. Okay.
Man, a lot is happening.
Can I borrow your lighter?
And considering this is their first hangout.
Thank you. Come on.
Man, she just caused a wildfire. Rip tree. Chloe's just standing there. I don't know what to do. I almost forgot about this. Like, this other woman. That was the end of episode 1. I forgot a lot about this game. Well, I guess that's because I only played this once. Like, I only did one playthrough of it, unlike the first game where I did play a lot. Like, I did a lot of replays of the first game. But this one I just really played once, and that's it. I did 100 the achievements for this game though. Hey Renee, thanks for lurking. Yeah, we finished the end of episode 1. I don't know why my sound alerts are not working. I should probably refresh my sound alert browser. I'm sorry, you got scammed. You got scammed. You got 1,000 channel points. Scammed. Refund the coins. Well, what I can do is I can play it for you. Does it work now? Yeah, it does work now. Newt, Newt. I know you wanted that specifically. How are you doing, Renee? Thanks for lurking. We finished episode 1. Let's look at our decisions. I can't believe you ran was my decision earlier. 37% only. Knew it? Again? I don't know why it's playing twice. I feel bad for being mean to Joyce, but I was playing it as if I was Chloe. Like, I just felt like that would be like something she did. Defended Nathan. Told Rachel you just friends down. We friend zoned Rachel. Didn't take the money. Didn't purchase pot. Read Joyce's self-help book. Put the photo of William on the dresser. Yeah. I didn't know you could slip money into Joyce's purse. I had no idea about that. Crazy how only 5% got that. Doing okay? Still waiting for the... Oh, good luck. I hope that your result is good. I hope you get the job if you like it. Sound alert has been quite broken lately. Yeah, I noticed. Get like double sound alerts and then like you would have to refresh it every now and again. Because sometimes it would just not work. It would be offline. Yeah, we didn't buy pot from Frank. 69% didn't do it. Nice. Steal the money. Oh, I see. Didn't listen to Skip's demo. Oh, we forgot about that. I did listen to Skip's demo on my first playthrough. He had a band. He was in a band. Yeah, we finished the tabletop game. We finished D&D. Didn't sabotage Victoria's homework. Told Rachel falling in love is stupid. Shared earbuds with Rachel. Jumped out of the train. Who would not share earbuds with Rachel? I feel like that would be rude. Yeah, that would have been cool to feature Skip's demo on stream. Like, I feel like that would be fun. Because I did listen to his demo on my first playthrough. Classic animal. Yeah, and then we jumped out of the train. I'm not a pussy.
Shit.
No one steals from me. I want my fucking money.
Oh. How many episodes are there? 3, and then we have Farewell. I'll probably do episode 2 on Monday. Yeah, next week. I am so pretty tired. My arms hurt because I've been scrubbing, like, scrubbing the floors. I swear. It was Alice's doing. I have been cleaning all day. 3 plus Super Sadness. Yeah, I remember playing Farewell. I think it was such a good, like, bonus episode because we get to see more of Max and Chloe's friendship. But yeah, it is sad. Yeah, I'm excited to play the next one too. Forgot how episode 2 went. What we doing now? I don't know really. I might actually end my stream in a bit because I'm tired. I want to rest. Let's just do like a short chat for now, I guess. I still have a bit of time to spare. I still have batteries. I just haven't done like, I feel like this is also a good thing that Alice spilled my lip tint because I haven't done like a deep cleaning of my floors, I guess, in a while. But yeah, that forced me to do it. I guess, you know, it's a good thing after all. What's up? Nothing much. Pretty tired. Pretty cold here because I have my air condition like literally faced straight at me. But yeah. I'm alright. How's work doing, Beagle? Hope it's not too overwhelming, I guess. Alice is fast asleep, you guys. She's like right there. Oh, you can see her. Like a little bit. You're freezing there. Want to turn the fireplace on? Yeah, she's living her best life. Look at her. She's so cozy. I wonder if I can focus. There you go. Wonder if I can zoom actually. You can see more of her there. Yeah, that's so adorable, right? She's just looking at me. So, Day, that's good. Do you have work on Saturdays as well? Or is this your last day of the week? How are you doing, Anna, by the way? What time is it there? Oh, Vern. I think Vern saw Alice. Depends if you have court dates. I see. You missed it. Oh my god, wait. Alice. Look at her. Zoom. Look at her. Little face. That's so cute. Look at her. She's so sleepy. She can't even keep her eyes open. Alright. I'm gonna leave Alice and let her rest. She's looking at me weirdly. She's like, Mom, why did you wake me up? It's 4... Oh, it's 4 p.m. there. It's the afternoon. That's nice. Are you streaming, Anna? It's 11:25 where Regal is. Oh, you're exactly 12 hours behind. Because it's 11 p.m. here. Yeah, cats. I love cats. Used to have a cat called Cuddles. You're a dog person. Yeah, honestly, my first pet, I think, was a dog named Ren. He was like a small dog. Have your charity stream tomorrow, so you're chilling today. I see. What time is that? I'll try to make it to your stream. I haven't played Tell Me Why, but I think I do have it in my Steam library. Cause I remember it was given out for free. Because I had it on my wish list and then I got an email that Tell Me Why was on sale. Then I looked at it, then it was free. So I think I do have it. Unless it's just like... Is it by episode as well, or... Oh, I think it's just chapter 1, isn't it? It says here on my Steam that only chapter 1 of Tell Me Why is free. Hi, Pretz! Just woke up from a nap. Good morning. Well, it's not morning, but you know, you get me. You missed it. You missed episode 1 of Before the Storm. But that's okay. You can always just rewatch the VOD. Has some interesting game mechanics. I haven't actually looked into it that much yet. I don't really watch like the gameplays. I don't want to spoil myself. Like even with True Colors, like so many people are streaming it, but I try not to drop by like or actually watch the streams because I really don't want to spoil myself. Thank you, by the way, Pretz. I got your message earlier. I just wasn't able to reply sooner because I did a lot of cleaning. This is gonna be like the nth time that I'll repeat this story, but it was just the most like... It was the highlight of my day. Because that's all I've been doing today. Like, I've been cleaning my room. Because Alice did something. She made a huge mess and it was just pure chaos. Yeah, pretty much cleaning day thanks to Alice. She basically, I woke up around 6:30 because she knocked something off the ledge by my window. And when I look up, it's my lip tint, and my lip tint is in like a glass container, so yeah, you get what happened. It broke and the lip tint spilled all over the floor. Then she jumped straight into the spill, ran around the room, jumped off the bed, ran around the bed, even the pillowcases. Then she ran to the bathroom, and then I tried to wash her paws only because it was just her paws that, you know, got the lip tint. But yeah, I tried washing it on the sink, but she was moving so much and like it was making such a huge mess on the sink. So I was like, you know what, I'll just give her a bath. So I transferred her to the tub, but then she kept moving a lot in the tub as well, so it became a mess again. But yeah, like I had to give her a bath and I scrubbed off like the lip tint, but there's still some on her back paws because it's really hard because she keeps kicking my hand every time I would try to reach for her back paw. So I'll try again tomorrow because we really need to get the lip tint off of her fur. So yeah, that's what happened this morning, and that pretty much forced me to clean everything, scrub everything. And the thing is that the lip tint was a long wear lip tint, so it's not easy to remove. You would really have to, you know, actually put effort. So my arms are in pain because I have been scrubbing since this morning. I cleaned my room, cleaned the bathroom, like a deep clean. But, you know, at the same time, it's a bit achieving because, you know, I got to clean my room again. A lot. So that's what happened. Mom duties, yes, that's what happens when you own a cat. Pure chaos. Oh, Anna's so lucky. Socks was snuggling me all day. Alice is not the very like snuggly type, but when it's time to sleep, she goes over to me and just sleeps beside me. But she doesn't like getting hugs or like being picked up. Yes, cleaning is very therapeutic. Like, I find myself like if I feel stressed, I would end up cleaning like literally anything here. Like, I would clean my closet or just declutter and all that. It feels very. You feel like a sense of achievement after getting to clean. And I also like to change up my room a lot. Like change the layout and everything. But I haven't done that recently because yeah, I kind of like this setup, and at the same time my room is pretty cramped right now. So yeah. Alice is an independent cat, that's true. Socks likes to meow loudly non-stop when she wants snuggles. Oh, that's so cute. Alice meows non-stop when she wants food. She's a very food motivated cat. Like, if you want her to do something, like if you want her to go to you, literally just show her like a bag of treats or shake like the bag. She'll know and she'll go to you. Nova likes to sleep on the pillow next to me. That's cute. She's just loafing here now. Look at her. Alice. Hi. She's tired of being talked about. Yeah, look at her. She's like, I heard you've been talking about me. Alice likes to sleep like beside my legs. Like, you know when you're sleeping, like your legs sort of like fold, like your knees have like this V like shape. She likes sleeping like in between that. And she would just curl up into a ball. She's nodding. Yes, she likes nodding a lot. She nods her head a lot. She likes to sleep between me and the keyboard. Yeah. She might get like her fur on the keyboard. Actually, that's also a problem with my keyboard because Alice also likes to jump on my desk, and sometimes she would nap like literally in front of the keyboard under my monitor. So yeah. Okay. I'll stop talking about her. Look at her, she left already. Socks loves to rest with her paws on my arm when she cuddles. Oh, that's so cute. I wish Alice loved cuddling, but she doesn't like too much affection. But that's okay. That's what makes her Alice, you know? She's like, I'm out of here. Exactly. She's drinking water right now. That's good. Stay hydrated, everyone. You know what? I'm gonna go drink water as well. I really need to stay hydrated, especially during these times. I feel like you guys can hear me like gulping, like ASMR or something. She's been on my desk chair at night. Oh, you see, I usually put something over my chair because Alice would scratch like the cushion. So there's like a bunch of loose threads. Sadly. But yeah. I've learned to put something over the cushion so she doesn't end up scratching it. That's not water, it's actually vodka. Should I do a drinking stream? I haven't done a drinking stream in a while. I think the last time was my birthday. My birthday stream. And that was back in July. Stretch from Alice. Yes, you guys saw that. Man, this chair is the one piece of furniture she hasn't scratched. Alice likes to scratch everything. She would even scratch leather. That's so weird. Like, I have a leather stool here and she just learned to scratch it. Yeah, we should totally do that again. And that was really fun. We'll plan it. I remember like last month's community game night. It wasn't the best, but we can turn that around on the next community game night. Group stream. We could. Like, we did play like a bunch of... I would hold like these community game nights where we would play like Jackbox, Scribble, and all that, Gartic Phone. But I haven't done that yet this month. Probably like near the end of the month, I would. Yeah, we do play Jackbox. On my birthday stream, we did play a bunch of Jackbox. It was fun. And not to mention, it was fun because we were like drinking. Yeah, controlled community games. So like, I feel like for the next community game night, I would just allow like people that have actually been in my community for a time, because what happened last community game night is I let anyone and everyone join in, so it just turned into chaos. Like, something happened and yeah, it wasn't the best experience. But yeah, we'll try to control the next game night and set some, I guess, rules and boundaries. Garlic phone. Yeah, my friends and I call it garlic phone. Yeah, I think the fun thing about Jackbox is it has like a lot of different games. Like you never know what to expect. Like there's always like some like different game in other party packs. And it's very creative. Like it's nice like how they came up with so much different games that can be played by like groups. Yeah, you can imagine what happened when I let anyone and everyone join. It turned into chaos. And I had to actually tell someone off on stream. It wasn't the best, you know. Some Jackbox packs. Oh, I see. They have moderation tools. That's nice. Well, the thing is, like last community game night, we didn't even get to reach Jackbox because we only played Scribble. And then someone else joined that, you know, was just a troll and ruined the mood, I guess, for everyone. So we didn't get to play Jackbox that time, but hopefully like in the next community game night, well, for sure we will be playing Jackbox. Tico, I have TKO, I don't know, I haven't played it yet. Oh wait, isn't that the t-shirt thing? Like you would design, like you would draw on the t-shirt. Yeah, I think we did play that. The banana phone tune. Yeah, next time we won't have trolls. Yeah. We have to be like, we have to set some rules, I guess, the next time we do a game night. I'll be working on that. Yeah, you design them and you can buy them. That's amazing. You bought 3 already? Look, she's here. Look at her face. She's like, I know you've been talking about me. The blonde side of you. Hi, troublemaker. She even said a hi. Lil BB bot. Hi, Sora. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today? How's school? I hope your school is not giving you a hard time. My hair is getting longer. Yes, I'm actually growing it again. School. Like, I cut this myself in December. Actually, it was like a straight, like blunt, short haircut when I cut it in December. Then around May, I think, I cut it into like a layered type thing because I wanted to kind of have a mullet, but I don't know, it didn't work out. So yeah, I'm growing it again. Gonna get my hair long again. Just started classes this week. I see. That's nice. Good luck. Thank you, Sarah. Well, I don't know. I feel like this would look better if it was longer. It's because I messed it up. Like, okay, so my hair grew a bit because I cut this in May. Then I messed it up, so I cut it short again. Thanks for the follow, Mickey. Actually, you know, I should change the category to just chatting because we're not playing Before the Storm right now. Well, anymore. We will be continuing next week. Just chatting. A little chat before I sleep. You're gonna shave your head, Beagle? Amber would do that. I don't want to go to a barber. I would never let Vel do that. If you're here, please do not ever shave your head. Might fall asleep soon, mad tired. Aw, thank you, Sarah. Yeah, I'm tired too. Today's been a pretty tiring day. Do you play bass? Yes, I actually do. I play guitar and bass and ukulele. Yeah, string instruments. Except for like, you know, violins and all that. Can't. I did play bass for a Battle of the Bands event in high school before, and we won that. Pretty proud of that. I always mention that because I am proud of it. Went for the shaved head last year. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about shaved head. I just think it kind of looks weird on some people, I guess. Looks okay on him and his hair grows long fast. I wish my hair grew long fast. Well, I guess that's because, like, I have been dyeing my hair a lot since high school. And only recently I stopped dyeing my hair. By the way, this bruise here is from Alice as well. Like, she scratched my arm and it just bruised up. I bruise easily. But yeah, I have been dyeing my hair since high school, and I've only recently stopped dyeing my hair. Like, this is my natural hair color, all of it. But my most recent, like, hair color, I guess, like the most severe one, was the blonde hair. And yeah, it took a while to actually get all of that off. And yeah, I ended up cutting, like, what remained of my dyed hair. So this is all my natural hair again, thankfully. But my hair was super damaged. Always been super damaged before. Slap bass, slap like. People who play bass, PogChamp. I think it's pretty fun. It's always cool, like, when you get to learn, like, a bass line that's, like, pretty fast, I guess. And I don't know why bass is, like, the most underrated, like, basses are very underrated, like in a band. It's usually the bass lines that make songs sound so good, you know. Only know how to play piano. Well, that's okay. At least you know how to play something. And I think if you know how to play a piano, it would be easy to learn other instruments as well. Wish my hair would grow fast. True. It's okay, Pretz. It's gonna go away. I'm used to it. I bruise a lot. Like sometimes I get like random bruises. I don't even know where it came from. Like, who knows? Maybe there's a ghost in my room or something. Yes, Yabby, I'm done already. I'm just doing a little chat before I go to sleep. When was that? Which one? The blonde hair? Like a peach. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, Yabby. Hope your stream went well. I will look for someone to raid soon as well. Pretty tired. But yeah. It's gonna go away. I had my blonde hair like in 2018. Then, yeah, I dyed it black again. And then it faded. And then it just ended up getting really damaged. So yeah. Like, I have been dyeing my hair since high school, and I used to write like fake letters because it's not allowed in our school. Like, we're not allowed to have colored hair. Like, I used to have like red hair. I had pink, like I had like my tips colored, like it would be like pink and then this one would be brown, or like I also had blue. Then I didn't like how blue turned out because after a couple of washes it turned into like this weird green color. I think it's because the blue mixed in with the brown. Like my hair has like a dark brown color, I guess. Then I also had, what else did I have? Yeah, I think I had pink, I had red, blue. I never tried getting green hair. I didn't like green hair. Then yeah, I had blonde. But it wasn't like platinum blonde. I think that would just completely damage my hair. Yeah, we didn't allow to have that in high school. They were very strict with hair colors. Like, you could only have like either black or brown hair color. Yeah, it's not fun at all. That's why I had to make like fake letters. Like, I would say like, I would make a letter that came from like my hairstylist, and I would say like, I picked the wrong color and I didn't know it was gonna be a reddish brown. Something like that. I don't even know if they believed that letter, but you know, just to just to not get expelled or anything, at least I presented a letter. Gotta find those loopholes for real. Oh yeah, it was fun. I think it's really... I used to use my hair as a way to express myself. Well, I guess I still do up to now, but I guess in a more low-key version. Like, I don't color it anymore. I just cut it. That's it. I also used to have like wavy hair, but that was only for a short time because I'm very impulsive. Like, as soon as my hair grows like long, I end up cutting it. Like, my mom would always like scold me for that. She would be like, stop cutting your hair. Like, she wants my hair to be long. And then I end up just cutting it every time. Darlz out here taking risks to have nice hair. Yes, I feel like it's a risk worth taking. Yeah, we had school uniforms in high school. In college as well, we had a school uniform. I think schools here in the Philippines are pretty strict when it comes to uniforms. How's the stream? You finish it? We only finished episode 1 of the game. And I'll be doing the second episode next stream. It was nice. I had fun chatting. And I think that's what makes streaming fun, honestly. Like, it's not just like playing the game, but you can also get to talk while playing. I don't love school uniforms. I don't like rules as well. Like, I remember like there would be like rules not to wear certain clothes. I would not follow the rules. You do in private but not public schools. I see. College didn't have a uniform. Sucks. I'm not into dressing. I love dressing up all the time. Like, my friends would always say that I'm so extra or something, but I don't know. I just really like dressing up. I feel like it's a way for me to express myself. Darl's actual rule breaker. I actually might. It's not too bad once you have a wardrobe together. Exactly. Hi, Zeus. Having a pretty great night. Today was pretty tiring. Been cleaning a lot. But, yeah. I feel productive today. It was a very productive day, and I'm happy that I got to chill for the rest of the night. Dressing up, like, costumes are classy. Both, actually. Actually, I feel like my favorite holiday, my favorite time of the year is Halloween, because you can get to dress up. You can literally dress up as anything and you won't be judged for it because it's Halloween. Yes, Halloween is awesome. It's my favorite holiday. Honestly, I feel like I like it better than Christmas season even. I always look forward to Halloween every year. It's the best season, spooky season. You were Jay Gatsby on Halloween? That's cool. You're tired too, was in a coaching session and it was mentally tiring. Oh, I hope you get to rest soon, Yabi. And I remember you had to put the kids to sleep too earlier. Let's be honest, you don't need it to be... Yeah. True. That's why I like festivals also. I really miss going to concerts and festivals and events in general. Because, yeah. But due to the pandemic, we can't do that. Sadly. Well, at least here. I see that there are festivals happening in the US now. But the situation here is not really improving that much. So we don't really have any of those events yet. Look forward to Halloween because I get to dress up my kids. You know what? Maybe I should dress up Alice. I wonder if she would want a costume. I'll make her a banana cat. Last Halloween costume was red shirt from Star Trek. What was my last Halloween costume? I know last year I didn't do Halloween because we were in like quarantine. I think I did, the last Halloween costume I did was Daenerys from Game of Thrones in 2019. You're West Coast Canada. Nice. Oh, I haven't heard of that. Yeah, I miss live music so much. Like, honestly, the vibes, like, every time you're in a concert or you hear music live, it's just so... It's like you're in another world. You get me? I really like that feeling. And then after the concert or show, it's just like, you're like, that's it, and then you want more. Don't lie, you own a onesie. I don't have a onesie. I never owned a onesie, now that I think about it. Doing festivals in the UK, yeah. I think that's understandable that you don't really feel that comfortable. I wouldn't feel comfortable as well, like, for now, because, you know, COVID is still very much alive and kicking. UK is back to normal for the most part. Miss live sports the most though. I'm not really much of a sports person. Like, I really like arts, but I'm pretty bad at sports. Although I do know how to skate and bike. But other than that, I'm just really bad at sports. We'll be heading to bed now because you feel so heavy. Okay, Abby, no problem. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Hope you get to rest well. If you like electronic music at all, peep Shamba Music Festival in Canada. Nice. I have been to Canada, but not West Coast, only East Coast. Yeah, it's usually hot here, so I guess onesies would be like, you'd be sweating balls. I guess it does get cold here sometimes, like during the rainy season, but yeah, it's usually hot. Yeah. COVID is not slowing down at all. I hope like we just gain like immunity somehow. Where in Canada did you go? We went to, cause we came from New York, then we went all the way to Canada. Like, we traveled through states going up to Canada. Then we went to Montreal. I think we went to Toronto. I'm not sure. Quebec. And yeah. The residing cities, I guess. I love wearing hoodies, but no. Yeah, I love wearing hoodies too. Like, I'm a very big fan of oversized hoodies, but our weather is just, it's not gonna let us. I guess like when I would go to watch movies, yeah, I would wear a hoodie. I really miss going to the movies too. When the crowded events. Oh, you had COVID already. How was it for you? I hope you only had mild symptoms. Snow is fun. I actually have a funny story about snow. Like, I remember like we stopped over at this gas station in Canada, and I saw like this, because it was like around this time of the year as well, so it was around October. It was like the end of fall going into winter, and it was about to start snowing, and I saw like this small patch of snow at the side of the gas station, and I was like, oh my god, there's a patch of snow there. This is the first time I've ever seen snow in my whole life. So I just cherished that small patch. And I was like, damn, I should take a picture of this. Let me go look for the picture that I took. It's so funny because I cherished that small patch of snow. Let me go look for it. I did post it before. Zoomy cat, yes. She does have the zoomies at this time. Looks like I won't be sleeping for a while. Let me go look for the patch of snow. Terrible to drive in. I've never done a drive in. "100% missing out the West Coast is on." Yeah, I do really want to go to the West Coast. We only did like an East Coast tour, but I really want to go to the West Coast. I feel like it would be so much fun. My favorite part of New York was the Met. Like, that museum, I swear. I wish I had more time to actually roam around because it's such a huge area and there's so many art pieces that you won't get to appreciate in just one day. I think it would take like a week for you to fully appreciate everything. Anyway, here it is. Like, I posted this before on my Instagram, like in 2018. I cherished that one single patch of snow. I was like, damn. That was the first snowball that I ever made. Then yeah, unfortunately we didn't make it to like when it actually started snowing because we already went back to the Philippines, and literally a day after that it started snowing. So I wish we stayed longer, like even just for one more day, just so that we can experience snow. The USA is so different in every part of the country. Yeah, I think it would be really fun to tour all parts of the US. You only had really mild symptoms. That's good. Yeah, she's so full of energy right now. It's because she was sleeping all day. Like, while I was busy scrubbing the floor, she had nothing to do, so she just slept. She was like, ah yes, go ahead and scrub the floors for me. You had one vaccine dose, I see. Yeah, I think that did help. I think that the symptoms do lessen like when you're fully vaccinated as well. You're in a weird part of the UK which rarely gets snow. I see. I wish it snowed here in the Philippines, but if it ever did, I think it would be the end of the world. Yeah, stay safe and healthy, Vern. Just recently, our family has been catching the virus, and it's been making us really worried and concerned and just pretty much overwhelmed. But yeah, thankfully we're doing good, I guess, and you know, they're recovering. That would be a major climate change for real. You're the only one in your family who's had COVID. Do you live with your other family members or? I'm trying to prevent Alice from accidentally pressing the reset button on my CPU. Thank you, Pretz. Yeah, we're staying safe. So far, none of us are feeling sick. I feel fine. I feel normal. Oh, you don't live with them anymore. I see. The first person who got COVID near, like, in my family was my mom, like last year. And so thankful that she handled it well. She had like a pretty quick recovery. But yeah, it's because she would not work from home. She doesn't work remotely before, but now thankfully she's allowed to work remotely. So she just works at home. She probably like caught it like in her workplace. Yeah, she did. She did last year. I was so worried about her because she was the first person that I knew, like who's in my family who caught it. Then she told me all about it, like how she felt and all that. She didn't have like that much like symptoms or anything. She just said that she had like a headache, and she said that it wouldn't go away. Like even if she would take meds, like it's still there. So she had that for a couple of days, and eventually she decided to go get a consultation. Then yeah, turns out she got it. Thankfully she didn't get to you know, have the virus. My brain is not working. Thankfully my brother and my mom's partner didn't catch the virus. They also got tested when my mom tested positive. So yeah. Well, she's okay now. They're doing fine. I was just really worried about them that time. Because that was last year and like COVID was still, you know, at its peak, I guess. A lot of your family were quite vulnerable. Yeah. I hope like no one from your... I hope you guys stay safe. Yeah. It's good that she didn't pass it on to them. And my mom is also particularly very careful. That's why she was also surprised when she caught it. Just had a headache, slight temperature, and cold symptoms. Yeah, that's what they say. Like, your sense of smell just starts like malfunctioning after a couple of days. My mom also experienced like losing her sense of taste. Like, she couldn't taste food. Alright, Renee, thank you so much. Thank you so much for lurking. Appreciate it. Yeah, exactly. You can't taste. But I think it is different for everyone. Like, some people would have their sense of taste but not their smell, or the other way around. That's crazy. Everything had a hint of bleach. I can't imagine. I actually saw it, like, I looked at the time just now and it's already midnight. I might go ahead and get some sleep. I'm gonna go look for someone to raid though. Pretty tired, like my arms hurt. My workout today was just cleaning my room and scrubbing the floors. I'm gonna go look for someone to raid before I go. Thanks, Pretz. Thanks, Beagle. Your workout last night was terrible. What workout was it? Oh, we can raid Pat again, because he's streaming Stardew again. I really like the name of his farm and the name of his cat. His cat is Bussin. Oh, it was leg day. Personally, I really like leg day. A friend just went live and he's super nice. Oh! Who's your friend, Vern? Should work out tomorrow. You should, Pretz. Your legs already hurt. Sleeping Scythe, okay. Leg day is my nemesis. I usually do like a 30-minute bike warm-up. I guess, yeah, sometimes leg day is good, sometimes it's bad. Like, sometimes it feels more intense than usual. Alright, let's go ahead and raid Scythe. Let's support Anna and Vern's friend. You got this, Pretz. It's all in the mindset. Alright, let's go ahead and rate him. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out and watching me play Before the Storm. I had so much fun. I can't wait until episode 2. I forgot most of it, so it's gonna be a pretty new thing. So, yeah. That's all I want to say. I don't have any, like, announcements for next week, really. If I do, I would be posting on my Discord. So yeah, I hope everyone has a great day or night wherever you are. And yeah, like, enjoy watching Scythe and go show him some love and support. And I'll see you guys on the next stream. And yeah, goodbye.
Playing today. Underscore. Oh, I forgot to do shout out. I'm not quite awake yet. Forgive me. But yeah, welcome in. Yeah, we're just chilling with some Valheim today. I accidentally ruined my last server, so we had to start fresh. Darlz is in the Discord too. You may have seen her post.